What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Truth Life Podcast. I'm your host, Tyrone Johnson, and today's topic, we're talking about talent versus hard work. I think this is let me make sure, this is episode 67. We've come a long way. We've been consistent, dropping episodes every week. And today's episode, I really want to tap into something that people talk to me a lot. I have a lot of experience in. And that's between talent versus hard work and skill. I've told you guys this before, but just to reiterate it, I want to talk about it again. Because of my success as a basketball player for the last 11 years, I've been told that, I'm gifted. I have all of this talent that, everything, like I just got a blessing from God, right? The truth is, though, I have zero natural talent. When it comes down to playing a game of basketball, I'm not very good. I'm not very good at the natural feel for the game. A lot of the game, I had to really hone in on my skills. I had to really study. I had to mimic. I had to do a lot of imitation. I had to do a lot just to get by. For the first half of my life, I spent my time getting cut. I spent my time not being picked for pickup. I spent my time being looked over, not really looked over, but just not being desired. I was the last picks. All of this stuff, man. In middle school, playing with bums. Guys would not pick me up because I just didn't have the natural feel for the game. I never did. And I still don't have it at a certain extent. I'm starting to have it now because I've been a pro for 11 years. But for the most part, man, me playing basketball, it's always been tough. Baseball came naturally to me. Football came naturally to me. But basketball just was one of those sports where I didn't have the rhythm of the game. And I mean, I can't dance either. So maybe it works together, but I kind of related the two. Like, bro, you can't dance, so you can't really play basketball. And most of the basketball players where I'm from, they were great dancers. And then you seen them play on the court, they were like they were dancing. For me, I just was running back and forth, just playing hard, just trying to get picked, just trying to get some type of clout to stay on the court. That's just how my basketball life has been. Even to this day, man, I have to study basketball relentlessly. When I play against another team, I know all their plays. I know all their players, all their personnel. I know coaching tactics. I know coaching habits. I know everything because that's the only advantage I have because naturally I'm not a really good basketball player. But what I was blessed with the will to work extremely hard at any and everything I do. And I think that comes from my background, where I come from. I come from a place in the country, Vashon, Louisiana, South Louisiana, real hard-nosed place where you had to earn everything that you get. Nothing was given to you. It was no newspapers. It was no news stations, no clout, no cameras. Nobody was in the stands. It was just, you get it out the mud. And I kept that background from the beginning of my career to this day because it's the foundation of who I am. Even though I don't have the skills, I always had the work ethic. I always brought a tremendous amount of energy because I know that energy is contagious and coaches love energy. So that was my claim to fame. That was my advantage, was that I looked at a guy's body and I could have tell if I was about to kill him tonight. If I seen an inch of fat, if I smelled a taste of alcohol on his breath, if I could have smelled some type of smoke, I was like, oh, it's going down. I knew I could have taken advantage of him because my body's pure. If I smelled a little bit of weed, I seen his lips dark or anything, nothing against weed smokers, nothing against guys that drink, but I knew that was my advantage because that doesn't correlates with the body well when it comes down to a professional athlete. So that was one of my go-tos was, man, just outworking everyone because I know that I did not have natural talent. And what ended up happening is that my skill started getting in tune with my talent. My talent was hard work, but then my skills started getting really high to a point to where I became a specialist, a person that can really score the ball, that can really attract a lot of attention and make a lot of great decisions offensively. And defensively, I was a pest just by my energy, but my skill started to catch up with my will. And that's where the dangerous part is. I seen a quote where Cristiano said that if you don't have the talent, hard work means nothing. And I get what he's saying. You do need talent. You need both. But at the end of the day, if that talent don't work hard, the guy that's working hard is going to win in the long run. He's going to win in the long run. Quick ad by me, TyronJohnson.com. If you guys get a chance, go to my site, check out my online training, check out the merch, Truth Life merch. I'm dropping this Make 'em Pay hat soon. The podcast is upon that. Everything dealing with me. I'm going to start putting out weekly blogs. Just a whole lot of content, just letting you guys into my brain even more. I just want to share more. Go to TyronJohnson.com weekly, man. Just check out my site, sign up to the newsletters and things, and just tap in with me. And I'm going to keep on trying to give you guys value because that's what I aim to do on this podcast. Aim to give you guys value. TyronJohnson.com. Whenever you guys get a chance, please go and check it out. Back to the podcast. The thing about talent, right? I've seen so many guys waste their talent. I've seen guys be 6'8", 220 pounds, not a lick of fat on their body, super athletic, run and jump with the GOATs, shoot the ball naturally, just natural handles, natural feel. And I seen those guys waste their talent. I've seen a lot of those guys waste their talent because their ego was so high because they've been killing guys since they were babies. Now you got to understand, when these guys are naturally talented, they've been killing people since they were babies. Like, these were the guys that just came on the court, no stretching, barely had shoes on their feet and dropped 30. And they were laughing at you, just effortless, just effortless. I remember the guy, God bless the dead, Stanley Robinson, played for UConn. We going to work out for OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder, right? His plane came in late. And we done me and this guy, Andy Rottens, I think his name was. We was doing our, pregame, our pre-warm-up. Stanley Robinson comes in the gym with jeans on. He don't even go and get his OKC Thunder workout. While he's waiting for them to go get his clothes, he starts to warm up because he don't want to go ahead and hold up the workout. The guy was doing windmills in jeans off the plane. Just naturally talented. Naturally talented. That's what I mean by naturally talented. But you could have seen Stanley when we started working out. He had some troubles. When the game became more detailed, he had some troubles. I'm not going to speak too much on him, especially since he's dead. But a lot of those guys, you'll see the most amazing things. But when the game shut down, it's tough. That's why you got so many 3-and-D guys in the NBA today. What people don't understand is they see guys that play overseas and they automatically think that they're not as good as guys in the NBA. Don't get it twisted. Guys in the NBA are special. Those guys are specimens. Those guys have size. Those guys have specific skills. But a lot of guys in the higher level Europe, those guys have size, they have skills, and they have IQ. They know how to be effective on the court. That's why we're not surprised when you look at the NBA top teams now, 3 players are from Europe. Look at a lot of teams now, their main players are Europeans. Those guys have caught up. They're not as good as American as a whole, but the nice ones, they're going to catch up because they're still perfecting their skill and they're still working hard. Where I see the trend for my fellow Americans that we're falling for more of the mixtape era. We're falling for, let's do this for the gram. Let's do everything that's going to give us attention. We're more focused now on building our brands as players than becoming great players. And I remember, I think LeBron James said this quote to a player, and he said, I think he told it to Lonzo Ball. He told Lonzo Ball, keep the main thing the main thing. And with these guys coming out, guys like Ben Simmons, like you come out 6'9", 200 plus pounds, athletic freak, unbelievable passing skills, unbelievable finishing skills, jumping ability. You have all of these great traits as a basketball player, and you still struggle with the in-between game. You still struggle with shooting. I don't understand it, because you got trainers around the clock in the NBA. You got to use these people, man. You got to use all your resources around you, especially when you're naturally talented. To get to the next level, you're going to have to develop some hard work and develop some skills. You can't survive off talent alone. It could take you so far. But there ain't many Iversons, bro. There ain't many Allen Iversons. I know he was cool. He was the guy that wore the baggy pants, braids, no weights, no practice, and just came out and dropped 40. It's probably only 5 of them every generation. It ain't many every decade. It ain't many Allen Iversons, bro. Those guys are special. So don't focus on the minority, focus on the majority. The majority of guys can do certain things. The majority of guys are specialists at certain things. But what the most guys in the NBA do have is hard work. Hard work. There's not many naturally talented guys in the NBA. It's a lot of hard-working guys in the NBA. And this can be related to jobs. This could be related to business. This could be related to a lot of things. But do you need talent? Yes. Do you need hard work? Yes, you need both. So it's not a battle of which one should you choose. You got to find out how to use both so that they can complement each other. All right. Last point I wanted to make was that, neither one works alone. You're going to need both to be great. Because I know some hardworking guys that have worked their butt off their whole life, and they just don't get it. They can't get over that hump because hard work is not enough. You're going to need some talent. Talent usually comes with experience. Talent usually sometimes are natural, but you gain a lot of talent by playing a lot, by constantly being in the fire. Nowadays, a lot of people have coaches, a lot of people running drills for 30, 40 minutes every day, and which is cool. But some guys are drilling 3-4 hours and never playing against an opponent. Your skill level is going to be through the roof. It's going to look good on the gram. It's going to look good on YouTube. But it's going to be tough to perform those skills in front of a guy who's a dog. Because that person been guarding the best player around the world, everywhere he can. In the hood, AAU, high school basketball. Like, he's been doing everything he possibly could to make sure that this guy don't get off. So when you're facing that guy, when you start to feel some type of pressure, when you start to see that someone's in front of you, now you got to make this move precisely. It's tough. It's tough. You're going to need some talent. And if you got the talent, you're going to need some hard work. Because like I said before, I've seen so many talented guys that do not work hard. KD is a perfect example. KD is a guy that came out of the womb scoring baskets. But KD also have the work ethic. He works his butt off. He's not the biggest. He's not the strongest. He's not the weight room guy. But his skill, he's working on his skill nonstop. Balancing, footwork. He's working on that nonstop. That's why he's the player he is. 7 foot, can shoot, dribble, drive, pass. That's why he's the player he is. But then you look at a guy like Giannis, that's all hard work. There's no natural talent in him, in my opinion. The only thing natural about him is his long arms and his frame. But everything else was built. And then the talent. Now you see the talent because of the building of the skill and the foundation and the background. Now you see the skill coming alive. I mean, now you see the talent coming alive. He dominated this last series, man. So in closing, my opinion is, man, you need talent and you need hard work. You can't separate these two things, because you can be talented, but if you don't work hard, it's gonna be tough. And you can work hard, but if you don't have no talent, it's gonna be tough. So I would say most people aren't naturally talented in sports specifically. Most people aren't. Most people don't know their passion. Most people don't know their purpose. Most people don't know what they're really great at. You got to try a lot of things to find out what you're really great at and have that moment that's like, whoa, okay, I'm really good at this. And people see me good at this, because you can believe you're good at something, but people have to validate that. There's a marketplace for that. There's a customer. That customer has to validate that you're really good at this, right? So you have to find that one thing. And once you find that one thing, you have to put in the work. You need hard work. You have to put in the work. You have to develop that skill. You have to develop that skill. Stephen Curry probably came out of the womb shooting a basketball, but he had to develop footwork. He had to develop moving off the ball. He had to develop hesitation, ball handling skills. He had to develop his IQ. He had to develop how to move into spaces, how to relocate. All of these things had to be developed. Don't fall, man. Don't miss out on great opportunities because you're not taking advantage of your ability to work, and you're not taking advantages of the natural talent that you were born with. This your boy, Tyrone Johnson. I'm signing out. You guys, please, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, please leave a review, subscribe to the podcast. Help me grow, man. Share it with your friends. And until next time, every day, make them pay so that you can be able to live a truth life for the rest of your life. I'm out.